Hi everyone. Today we'll be reviewing the documentary Bad Influence: The Dark Side of Kidfluencing by directors Keith Davidson and Jenna Rosher. This film is about a famous child influencer, Piper Raquel, and her rise to fame in the influencer industry. Tiffany, the mother of Piper, has been brought up from the shadows and is now facing the attention she created. After years of being kept silent, many old members began to speak up about their experiences and how it traumatized them. It was made to warn people, especially young adults and parents, about how kidfluencing can be harmful and unfair to kids. The directors made their argument effectively by using rhetorical appeals to show why kidfluencing is dangerous and why we need to think about how it can affect kids.
The filmmakers established credibility by making it personal. They start the documentary with Reagan Beast, an influencer who talks about his experience growing up as a kidfluencer. His perspective hooks the viewer, providing an authentic voice to the piece. As someone who was there during the squad era, the viewer feels like they're getting secrets from someone who has been there and done that. The experiences he had gone through, such as the inappropriate kissing, established the necessity of this film to be taken seriously to address how much emotional and psychological damage a kid influencer can experience.
They also use emotion to connect with the audience. One scene shows young Sophia filming a YouTube video while Tiffany and Hunter are standing nearby, telling her exactly what to say and how to act. The moment feels uncomfortable and upsetting as it reveals how much control the adults have over her and others' actions. It becomes very clear that these kids aren't simply having fun making content. They're being managed and pressured like professionals. This emotional scene helps the audience realize the deeper issue. What looks like harmless entertainment may actually be a form of exploitation.
Psychological appeals continues as the film goes on as it explains what groups like the squad do, especially for those who didn't watch the group as a kid. One person records another's and purposely tags them so that they could have similar videos and fan bases. And this was done so many times. This also pushes kids to make millions in investing revenue in their own products to sell for their products, as well as sponsored brands. Once the viewers see how this is planned out, they realize that this isn't normal and something that children and their parents would want to do for fun. Rather, it's planned out criminally activity and one that is making a lot of cash. The directors successfully use logic appeals to argue that these kids have jobs, legally disgusting and dehumanizing jobs.
Honestly, we think the film was very effective. The use of rhetorical appeals got the message across that kidfluencing is something to take seriously and should be regulated. The interviews with previous members and family, the emotional scenes, and the scandals show how kidfluencing is something inhumane to do. We would rate this film a 5 out of 5 for its captivating storytelling and the hook it has on viewers. As a generation that grew up watching these young kids perform for us, it's heartbreaking to see what really happened behind the scenes and how much power it took from former members to speak up and seek help.